Apple shareholders gathering right now in Cupertino, California for the tech giant's annual meeting. But is Apple addressing the giant elephant in the room, its fight with the federal government? Our own Robert Gray is live from California getting reaction from shareholders. Now, Robert, importantly, are the shareholders grilling Apple over this high-profile battle?
Not a lot of grilling. Tim Cook came out and made a joke in the annual meeting, which just wrapped up a few moments ago, and saying, you know, we've been in the news a little bit lately. You may have heard about it with relating to privacy. There were some questions, but by and large, we talked to, dozens of folks out here, and there must have been probably about 200. Really little opposition to be found, unspoken really in the meeting as well. And talking to investors, they weren't really concerned about an overhang for the stock going forward. Although if you look since February 16th, when the Apple received the order from the government to open the iPhone, the stock has trailed the broader S&P 500. Both are down just a little bit today, but you can see there's been a little bit of a lag there. Certainly outperformance by the S&P 500 as the question to hack or not to hack is here. We had folks here from Hawaii, Long Island, even from Florida, and we talked to them, Eric. There were concerns not only about whether Apple should open it in personal security, but there was also concerns about their security for the nation as well. Let's listen to what some of them said.
I feel security is probably more important than privacy. I think if we did not have our security, privacy would not be an issue.
Tim is absolutely right. The problem is not breaking into one phone. The problem is the precedent. You start from, well, we just need to get into one phone, to, well, here are two suspicious guys that are on our no-fly list, to, they've been buying stuff at the pizza place. We got to check out the pizza place. And the precedent it sets, I think, is chilling.
Now, a noted computer scientist, Michael Hawley, who once shared a house with Steve Jobs back in the next days, tells me he also is not concerned about this as an overhang for the stock going forward. He did say that Steve talked to him while he was creating the first iPhone and said that security was of paramount importance to him, obviously, in making sure that the platform was secure and that apps couldn't take down the network or disable the phone. Hawley also telling me that it's basically going to turn down to the innovations that will come out. He says, I don't think that the FBI is going to be a negative effect on the stock, but he did say the real question is what future conquest Apple will roll out that aren't merely incremental improvements to the polished product line. Basically, he did note that technically secure apps could thwart investigators even if they got inside the iPhone, just showing you what a complex problem this is, Eric. And lastly, speaking of polished product line, someone did ask if there was anything new in the offing, and Tim Cook said, well, it's a little bit like Christmas Eve, but what he didn't say is how close are we really to Christmas morning. We do think there's some chatter out there about maybe some new products next month, but as for now, the ball's back in the Fed's court, as we know. Back to you.
Perfect. Great report, Robert. Thank you very much.